Hello,
Where was
everybody.
our intro?
Yeah, didn't we
It's gone. What? Here we go. Intro. That went perfectly. Hello, everybody. And what is up? Welcome back to the Pinball Mafia live
Damn
stream.
straight first.
Yes, I went to a family Christmas party a little earlier, and I might have forgotten a few things. So it is what it is. But welcome to the stream. It is Sunday, December 27th of 2020, and we're playing pinball. And the pinballs we're playing specifically are Seawitch, the Addams family, and Iron Maiden.
Still appropriate for us to say Merry Christmas, right?
Second, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays
Merry
to all the
Christmas.
people who do not.
Merry Christmas.
That's more
And
like
Leon is going to go ahead and play. So there you go.
Merry Christmas!
It's an Allen thing.
Yeah, you can tell that intro is completely scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Merry Christmas,
Yeah.
Burrs.
Merry Christmas, Spurs.
Impressive.
All right.
No.
Not as
Ho
impressive.
ho ho.
And I just had one.
I just got through watching
Don't call
A
me that,
Christmas
Burrs.
Story.
I
That
was
Santa.
gonna say that
Ho ho ho.
All right, so we have 5 players. So once again, we're doing a 3-player game and then a 2-player game.
Okay. I would like you to know there are no wires near this thing.
That's true.
No, there's not.
If something happens to the audio from here on out, it is not Kelly's fault.
I'll take the blame.
It's okay. We'll gladly give it to you.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Hi, Sinky. Hi, Pyrite.
Sinky, Pyrite, what's up?
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Do not expect much from me.
Merry Christmas!
I was about to say, pretend I'm Sinky.
Merry Christmas,
I can see
Sinky.
your back. Ready? Let's see if it pops.
What are we drinking
popped.
tonight? Well, tonight we
Oh,
are
we're-
drinking.
Yeah.
What is it?
Jameson Caskmates Stout Edition.
And
Yes.
Dr. Pepper, because I'm not
Pardon
legally
me.
allowed to drink.
23 flavors.
But-
One bottle.
All right.
Dennis, what did you have to drink a second ago?
Oh my God. He brought me a little tiny vial of Garrison Brothers Cowboy Cut.
Oh,
It is probably about a $200 and some odd bottle of whiskey.
Not my bottle.
Yeah.
but-
His
oh,
girlfriend's
man.
uncle.
Girlfriend's uncle's bottle, and oh my God, it was. Some
He
of
was
the
nice
best
enough to
whiskey.
send me this little sealed vial of
Oh,
it.
the best part
Oh,
was
God,
when
it was
Dad
so
drank
good.
the
Yep.
entire thing.
It was really, really good.
After it had been hyped up, like Alan had a sip, Dad drank a majority of it, and then Uncle Leon walks in the room and goes, "Okay, where's the magic? Like, what was it?"
Yeah, where's the magic juice? And Dennis goes, I drank it all.
And then Uncle Leon just looks at him and just.
So basically, I got no magic juice.
Yes.
Yeah. At the very
What's
least,
happening?
some fingers were shown.
Yes. Because shortly before that, you brought it out and go, "There's enough for everyone to have a taste."
I
I'm
did
like,
say that, but
yes.
you didn't get there fast enough. He just went woof.
Pyrite, I legally cannot drink, so yes, you can play in a pinball tournament and
Trust
not
me,
drink.
it was good. Should have come in immediately.
Yes. Hey, cool.
Hey, nice machine gun effect.
Thanks.
I remember that from last time we streamed this. We were like, we need to look at that.
We built that
We did
in
not, yeah.
for theming.
Because we are Mafia.
Whole lot of nada. Get a good, yep. That's
Getting
that.
a
Yep,
good buzz.
Yep, me too.
Cool, now
Me
I
too.
know.
Oh, I saw the margarita machine for Christmas. Oh, you smart man.
Oh yeah.
Smart man.
I like.
So
I
everybody
prefer
lists their
daiquiri.
pinball machines they got for Christmas.
Not a TNA.
Yes, ours is none. List done.
Well, we got some cool pinball-related stuff.
We did. My Pinside Secret
Wait,
Santa came through.
Orpheus got dialed in. He
Yeah,
got
if
dialed
y'all,
in.
if you
Nice.
Did you really get dialed in for Christmas?
Dialed in spectacular.
What?
If y'all have your stuff, you can show
Yeah,
it.
we'll show what we have that we haven't already installed.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You really got a pinball machine for Christmas.
No
FX3 games count.
What did the
My
machine
grandma
do to
loves
you?
me.
I'll say.
Wow, I'll say.
Hey.
Hang on, Windows is trying to restart.
Every time.
That's not what we want.
All right, so we got the Stern Amber with the giant mosquito in it.
Put it up close to the camera. They
I wanna
can't really
eat it.
see it.
I really
I don't know if
wanna
it'll
eat
focus on it.
It. Something in my ADHD brain just wants to
Yeah, it's not
chomp
focusing.
that bad.
There it is.
Yeah, you're good.
Leon, you're up, and Burrs likes your sweater.
And
Excellent.
Mosquito.
let's see, Leon gave me the Pinnovators headphone jack that was now new for the CGC games. So we can control the volume from outside with the knob and the buttons. Love Pinnovators headphone
I'm
jacks.
going
Yeah.
to fall.
Oh, and I need to change the collection on Twitch right now. We currently do not have an attack from a monster bash in the collection.
And the thing I
Pressure.
gave
No,
Leon,
Dad's up,
I gave him a
Dad's up.
couple of sets of these, and you're probably going, what the heck are these?
I did.
These get rid of that stupid stern hump on their games and let it just slides smooth when you're pulling your playfield in and out.
Wait. Oh, that type.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
where you gotta shove it in.
Or you have to
Dad
like.
was trying to explain that to me when I first
Nice,
got it,
Dalton.
and he goes, "You know
Yes,
when
it
you're
is.
trying to move a playfield?" And I was like, "Yes, Dad. I know exactly what it feels like when you're trying to move a playfield." Little 100-pound me moves playfields all the time.
You could. It's not that much.
I'm not the person who moves them though.
No, you're not. Neither am I.
Beatles vault.
And I also
edition,
weigh
that's
only
so
100
cool.
pounds.
They're talking
I
about
mean,
this
to
game
be honest, I
as
just.
being Beatles.
Oh,
Vault
Beetle.
edition.
Oh, see.
Nah, yeah.
Head empty,
Yeah.
no thought. I am blonde. Yes. I understand your joke, and now I look stupid. So. Oh, I only have to get 3.
Oh, look at that! Isn't that nice of you?
I only have to get 368, and then I'll be content.
Oh, man.
Watch me get like.
I don't think I've ever played a Hobbit. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
Doesn't.
Okay, the other thing I gave Leon, besides the things to get rid of the stern
Oh, I
hump,
was there.
is some of the Chrome U channels that go like on Bally Williams games, like on Addams Family and Whitewater. They go between the top of the speaker panel
H channel, yeah.
The H-
Everything about me
and the
is
lift
tiny.
bar.
and the lift in the
I am
Chrome
small.
and the lift bar that lifts the back glass out.
They're currently installed, so we can't bring them over.
Yeah, they're already on the
Also, the
game.
little shooter rod covers for Addams Family.
Oh yeah, little cheap things that I got. Little shooter rod covers for
Twilight Zone?
Twilight Zone and Addams Family. The little
Is that just like a decal?
Give me the stern one. That goes in. It's little decal things that go in this area. They're really cool looking.
Burrs. Yeah, everything about me is tiny. The stool I'm sitting on currently is like this wide, or yeah,
Okay, I got
it's
it.
very small. And
Oh, you
then-
might be able to see. I also gave him
Orpheus,
this one
I
too.
have absolutely no knee strength. I have grandma
That one
knees,
comes right
so
out.
No, it's-
yeah, definitely
it's
not
thicker.
picking up any
Okay.
playfields.
Okay, the other one I gave him is right here. If Leon's not standing in the way, it's green slime that goes around the shooter rod of.
Okay, let's go.
Thanks, Burrs.
Thanks, much appreciated. I was quick on the whiteboard this time, but I certainly appreciate that because I usually forget, especially on game one.
Okay.
Kelly's getting her music together.
Hey, Burrs has got the scores down for you.
Welcome to the stream,
Sorry,
Dennis.
sorry, there's a bit of a delay in the center here.
Let me check my cables.
It's like
Oh my God.
like a little bit of a time warp.
I have a loose
funny.
connection. I'm good now.
Yeah. How about my Green Bay Packers? As
As soon as it snows, they show up.
How many touchdowns does Avante Addams have right now? Please tell me 4. That would be nice.
That would be nice. I highly doubt that it's 4.
My butt goes there, Preston.
I've always been a Packers fan.
Okay,
Yeah, Dennis,
y'all-
ever since Dennis was a little kid, he loved the Green Bay Packers.
I wrote the Packers when I was a kid.
I saw the thing in the box.
Yeah, I showed it to you.
Yeah.
They sent me a black and white team picture, a sticker.
I don't even like football and it's cool.
At the time, it was just a team picture.
At the time, it was there was color back then. Preston said at the time it was just
What
a
are you
picture.
talking about? Before like 1980, color didn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Governor.
25 minutes from Green Bay.
That's my
That would
governor.
be so effing awesome.
Yep.
I would love to go to a Packers game. I'd have to buy one of those.
Yeah, bringing some.
I'd have to buy one of those big cheese head
Yeah,
things.
and a parka.
Oh yeah, and a parka. The only problem with that whole thing there is I hate being cold.
Yeah. You can just
I
go,
got it from you.
Just go to an early game.
Yeah, we can go to a game in September.
Alan always killing this game.
Dalton, you commented on the Grandma Knees. You can ask him. They're terrible.
Oh my gosh, she got my knees.
They're so bad. Whenever I like
Nice
squat
move.
down and get back up, I usually need help getting back up. They're so bad.
Yeah.
Alan's just over here.
Yes, you can tell.
making-
Alan is the one who
You
picked
guys
Seawitch,
know that-
Yes,
and there's a reason for
we
it.
shouldn't have let Alan pick a game.
Those spinner green lights are very tempting now.
Knees took longer than expected to revolt on me.
Mine took a lot less.
Oh, I do too, Dalton.
Alan's gunning for that spinner.
He's not gunning well enough.
Yeah.
He's gonna hit it now. Nope, I lied.
Oh! Good work lighting all those lights, though, Alan. You look pretty. Yeah.
Oh, you're shooting again? God dang it! I walked over for no reason.
Okay, Burrs, I worked on the sound today before we went live. Is everything sound good? I'm asking Burrs, but really anybody is free to advise on the sound.
We actually put the headphones on and tested things out. Hey, and it worked.
First, I used to play softball and I currently still tap dance, so that's probably why they're so bad.
I got home last Sunday after the trivia stream, and I started rewatching it on Twitch.
What's that? Oh, how
And
bad?
I'm like, oh my God, our sound sounds like crap.
Just because we don't check, yeah. We're gonna start checking from now on.
Yeah, I got to remember to start checking before the stream and not trust.
That the knob stayed the same.
Yeah. We went from, at the beginning, you could hear me great talking into this mic, and you couldn't hear y'all at all playing trivia.
That sucks.
And then,
Thank God we have the boards.
Yeah.
then the mic that you couldn't hear on trivia,
When it got to the game.
then I got to the game, you could hear great, and you couldn't hear this one at all.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Every time we move it, we're gonna have to double check. Seawitch's loops are harder than Beatles' damn straight.
Oh God, yes they are.
They are a bitch. Alan, last time we played this, got a double loop on this game, which is damn near impossible.
They really do, Burrs. It's you just gotta dial. I gotta put the headphones in and dial it in now. I guess for every time we're gonna have to move stuff.
What just happened?
That's the pinball.
That isn't a pinball. I didn't even think you made it to the game. It's like you just walked up. whoop.
Yeah, can't win them all.
Yeah.
Well, it should be exactly like the Beatles table you played, but Beatles has a few more enhancements.
Yes, it does.
They based Beatles off of Seawitch.
I like Beatles.
It does. I love the little hidden area, but behind the left 3 stand-up targets. That's cool.
Okay, did y'all watch Straight Down the Middle's
I did.
10 most underrated pinball machines?
I watched it.
I know you did.
Watched it
Did
this
you watch
morning.
it?
Was that Zach?
Yeah.
Zach and Greg, yeah.
No, I hadn't seen it yet. I saw it pop up.
Preston went that way.
I don't
He
think
didn't
he's
come
seen
over.
it. I don't think he's
All
seen
right, there was one game on there that I did not feel was underrated at all,
Uh-huh.
and I thought people loved it as much as I did.
Which was...
Stern Meteor.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
They're like, it was underrated, and I'm like, I've
Yeah.
never heard anybody diss Meteor.
Uh-huh.
I love Meteor. I would take Meteor over Seawitch any day. Oh no.
Yeah, I did agree with him that it was a fantastic game. I don't think it's underrated.
I'm taking Seawitch over Meteor any day.
Okay.
I really enjoyed their video, by the way. I just disagree with the Meteor being underrated, but maybe it is.
Alan, one of the games that was underrated by
I
them,
think, Dad, that's all that
Papa.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, I laughed. I started thinking,
We're not gonna let
never
you-
gonna let me live this down.
No.
I had a really good time drinking and playing Pop.
What do you do?
Alan had a great
We went
time.
to, I think it was the Houston show, and Alan found a Papa.
He loved
and he
it.
played it and played it and played it, and he kept telling us, this is a really good game. And we're like, it's crap, Alan. He's go, no, seriously, I had a great time playing it. We're like, none of us like it.
For a
And we've
hot
never-
Are you guys ready to make fun of me?
We've never let him
You
live
guys
it down.
ready to make fun of me?
Yes.
You said Popeyes, and my brain immediately thought chicken.
Oh, that would be a horrible pin.
That'd be a horrible pin. Yes.
Yeah.
No, the theme would be horrible, but that is nothing against what the actual gameplay could be.
Alan for the win, 780.
Did I beat Preston?
And high score of the night.
Yeah, high score of the night. Can you have someone do this for me?
Yeah, I can.
Got
Just give
it.
me a second. I don't know where Preston is.
34. It's okay, we don't need him right now.
Oh, Preston doing his thing.
get there.
Is that a muffalata?
Yes. Be
Okay,
careful.
it is
Some of the bread
780,
went bad. I don't know what
990.
they did
Hang
with
on.
those specific pieces.
Oh, I'm hanging.
How much? All right.
780, 990. Yeah. Burrs has it on
Burrs
the
has
screen
it
there
right
right in
there.
front of you.
Oh, I knew he was going to give me a copy and paste after I started typing.
No,
Yeah.
no, you got one more zero.
He's trying to call me now.
I see.
It's Preston.
There you go.
Beat the wizard mode. Get a Popeyes chicken sandwich. Oh my god. Yes.
Okay, here's the order. We have Alan.
Oh, hang on. I got to get to the scores, too.
Excuse me. Hey, thank you.
Hey, what's up, Gordon?
We appreciate that.
Hijacking. Yes.
Where's scores?
Absolutely.
I don't know, but they're on there somewhere. Preston's not coming back, so you're going to have to find them on your own
Preston's not coming back?
for this next game.
Oh.
You know.
They don't say scores anymore.
Wonder what they do say.
Well.
We're just going to start punching buttons
No,
some strange
that's
stuff.
the wrong button.
Hey,
That's the
look,
wrong
look how
button.
big that Seawitch screen is.
Ah.
Hey, we're back.
Oh, here we go. Scores. All right, here we go. Now go.
Alan,
Yep.
Preston, Kelly, Dennis, and somebody else that didn't even make the board because he sucks so
All right, got it.
It's okay. Maybe your wife loves you.
Maybe.
Popping in and out tonight. I'm having a virtual reality mini golf that Alan should be joining us in one of these days.
He said to go ahead and do a 4-player game.
Okay.
Off we go.
Yes, Spurs, maybe. I think Aunt Kim loves me more. I'm just amazingly the favorite.
Wow.
About to hop into virtual reality mini golf that Alan should be joining us one of these days. Hey, I'm going to buy one of those things soon.
You should buy one of them so that I can play mini golf with them because I really want to play mini golf with them.
Oh, the virtual reality stuff?
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna
super
buy
cool,
Ready?
yeah.
Ready? Let's see if it pops. It did. It didn't sound.
I didn't hear- I
but
couldn't hear anything.
I felt the pop.
I'll trust you.
The hits also pop.
Hey, Gorn, I swear to you, I've got to get it set up. I don't know. We've had a lot of people over throughout the holidays and friends come. It's been complete chaos. A lot of drinking, a lot of people. And I just couldn't set it up yet. What's weird is I had it set up.
Nice.
Oh, almost.
I set up like my PIN number, and I set up, paired it to my app on my phone, and I don't know what happened. When I went to go buy a game,
I'm not used to this.
and he told me to put in my PIN number, it said the PIN number was invalid. So I got to go in there and look at it and figure out what's going on.
Important? No.
I heard there's a lot
But
of
that's-
people
but
who
that's something
set
I
up
need to do
fake
sober.
Facebook accounts and then bricked their Oculuses. Because once Facebook realizes your Facebook account is not real,
Yeah.
they brick it.
What?
What does that mean?
It means you can't use it.
That's ridiculous.
If they think your Facebook account is free, like somebody flags it as fake, and they will shut down your Oculus and you can't use it.
Oh, that's me.
Yep, you're up, Alan.
Well, you can use
Yep.
it after you reset it, but your purchases will be inaccessible.
That's crazy.
It requires a valid Facebook.
Yeah, Preston has the HTC
Okay, listen.
Vive.
If y'all
and
have a Discord,
there's none
add
of
me to
that.
the
Yeah.
Discord, and we'll be fine. Then I can just talk. I don't have to play.
Well, Facebook owns Oculus, so it's up to them. I guess it's now. Did Facebook always own Oculus, or did they buy Oculus after it got so popular?
I think they probably bought it because weren't the guys that did Oculus, weren't they at the Houston show like long time ago with like the
Probably.
first Oculus?
I think so.
And it was really cool.
Leon just keeps walking up, plunging, and walking away.
This game.
Here,
Oh my god.
Sorry.
This game tears
Have
me
some
up.
tiger's eye.
Yeah. Thank you. I forgot about your lucky gemstones over there.
My friend gave me some quartz. I was very
Oh, good nudge, Leon. I mean, Dennis.
Thank you.
Yes, please whisper me.
Sorry if I screamed in everybody's
You
ear.
put Alan in a Discord before you put me in. I am offended.
Kelly's up.
I'm not actually offended. I love you guys.
To be fair, I've been really good.
About. Oh, why Santa brought it to you?
No. Being in Discord.
I have not been in Discord at all the last month. I don't think I've turned Discord on in the last month.
An online personality type Facebook account.
Well, Kelly might have access to one if I buy it, but it's staying at my house. You're not bringing it to college with her.
Oh, it was the funniest thing ever. So my mother-in-law came over, for Christmas.
Yep.
And we put the VR headset on her and let her do like the tutorial thing where you're like learning how to use your hands and all that.
Right.
And then we put her, she puts a little game in where like you can dance with this robot. This little robot comes in, you can grab his hand and dance. And you should have seen this old Italian lady shaking her gula, man. She was getting at it. We were cracking up. It was great.
I would have liked to have seen that.
I thought you were talking about your daughter. Were you talking about your mom?
Is it?
Talking about Jody.
Oh, Jody. All right. Even older.
Okay, listen, Goran. Did not almost drop my phone. Listen, Goran. I feel like I could just be just a fun member of your Discord. I don't have to play. I can just vibe with y'all. I'm doing a lot of things wrong right now.
I heard that spinner riff, Alan.
Oh, by the way,
Like
you're
that?
gonna love
Yeah.
my Discord. I just realized that I changed it at one point.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Look at him go.
He gets it for real.
If you can't find me on Facebook, you're not trying.
If anyone wants to know, Jennifer Aniston is under fire for her controversial Christmas tree ornament. I decided not to click on that story.
Yeah,
Hey, Tracy!
Hey, Tracy. Good to see
Merry
ya.
Christmas.
the Mon clan. That's
Happy New
cute.
Year.
Merry flippin' Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is. Happy holidays. All of the above.
I might have to change my
Alan's
name.
got the spinner maxed. And, ooh, he gets
You
it.
got an emote. Thank you.
And got it.
Yeah, that is me that just joined.
Oh my God! Really?
You had to press the send button.
Oh, hang on.
Oh yeah, you didn't quite.
Well, it
finish
said send, and then
Yeah.
it popped up a thing to make me click send
Well,
again.
I think one said thanks and one said send. Yeah. Oh, he gets an orbit, a rare orbit. One for another one. Almost. You got an extra ball?
I was doing well.
I've got an extra ball stare. In case you couldn't see that.
Got that extra ball.
Yeah.
That's the new cologne by Leon Monclin.
Extra ball
You got the
stare.
extra ball stare. Ooh, you have that extra
Extra
ball.
ball stare. Yeah. Only to be worn at nighttime.
What was that?
Only to be worn at
Yeah.
nighttime.
It's an evening cologne.
It's a unisex cologne.
Yeah.
It's a cologne fume.
We're living in a simulation.
I'm sorry. It was bad. What the? He just sent me.
If you divide 2020 by 5, you get 404. Ergo, the whole year is just a glitch in the matrix. That's funny. I like that.
Yeah, we're definitely living in a simulation.
Oh, you want to talk about living? We've had this full conversation before. Beaumont is the Twilight Zone. I refuse to think that it's not.
Okay.
Oh, we're not going to go with the whole banana story, are we?
If you want, I wasn't gonna, but I can tell the banana story.
Nah, I prefer you didn't.
Can I tell the short version of the banana story?
Yes, make it short.
Okay, so basically, my friend, whenever he opens a banana in Beaumont, it always breaks and it opens wrong. And then he went to Tyler for college, and then he started opening bananas, and they all worked perfectly fine outside of Beaumont. And then he came back to Beaumont for Christmas break, and they all started breaking when he opened them again.
You know, Chad wants the
We're getting,
banana.
banana
we're
story.
getting
Oh
the
my
stare.
God. We're going to show you a different finger, Alan. We're holding up one finger as well.
No, he demonstrated doing it to me the other day, and it broke when he opened it.
You grab
Orpheus,
a
that is a disgrace to humanity. What I just read. What?
I love that. Chat wants the banana story. Okay, for the record, the banana story was twice as long in the car earlier today.
Well, yeah, but I was telling it the way that my friend told it, which was twice as long as what I just did. He
Man,
had
that's
an
good.
entire setup when he
Isn't
did
it?
That's really good.
For
yeah.
a $30-something bottle of whiskey, how do you go wrong?
I think it was a little bit more than that.
Oh, it's close to 40.
Yeah.
But it's still in the 30s.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with long
Yeah.
stories is that Dad has heard this one before and he did not want to hear it again.
Tracy, what's up? Merry Christmas to you.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking some Jameson. Oh, Kelly?
I'm drinking some Dr. Pepper because I am not 21 yet.
This is Jameson Caskmates Stout Edition. Irish whiskey. Mmm, tasty.
Orpheus, no! No!
Just dive out of the car. Yeah, I'd want to get out of that one fast too.
It was my friend's banana story.
Holy
All right,
moly.
there you go, is the
Some
score,
wild
Leon.
turkey. I hadn't had that in a while.
Kelly, you're up.
Hi up. Beep beep.
Wild Turkey 101. A mulled
Sounds
cider
good, actually.
and used that in it. Oh, this was a damn good mulled cider. I was drinking some of the Jameson too, but I had made some coffee right before Alan got here, so I want to finish it off. Although it's in my insulated mug, it didn't stay hot forever. Who wants to go to Vegas? I haven't been
Not
to
right now.
I haven't. Well, yeah, exactly.
Not right now.
My brother-in-law went to Vegas the other day.
Okay.
His friend's son turned 21. They knew hardly anybody was there, so they brought him, and it was not very many people there. And he went and played in a poker tournament and won like 10 grand.
Wow.
My brother-in-law is the one who taught me how to play poker. Really good tournament poker, that is.
Yeah.
And he is amazing. So he went to the, is it the Win? The Win's big tournament they hold weekly? Yeah, and he beat all the locals.
Bet he can't do it again.
I would not put anything past him poker-wise.
It's me. Being under 21 does not mean you can't drink.
I used
It
to
means
travel
you
with
can't
him to
buy
go
it.
play in the qualifiers to get into the what was it called? The World Series of Poker? Yeah.
Burrs, to be honest, I don't. My parents. It is legal for me to do this. I'll sit down with my parents and like we'll have like a glass of wine. I have discovered I just don't like alcohol. I don't feel like drinking ever. They're surprised that I like come home and I'm like, yeah. Can I have a bottle opener? Not for the reasons you think. I need a bottle opener to open my Fanta.
New high score of the night.
Yeah.
Oh wow, new high
Yeah.
score of the night.
You want to move over to Addams since
Yeah, we're 40 minutes in. It's time to move. Let's get this
It's-
scores done before we move though. Okay, so
Alcohol is gross.
high
I stand
score
by
of the
that.
night. Burrs, you got a copy and paste for me?
Alan, Kelly, Leon.
You have to move the lights.
Birds, are you still typing with one hand? Did I? I did hear about John Mulaney, and that's such a shame. I hope
Oh,
he.
that's not that helpful.
What happened to John Mulaney?
He's in rehab right now.
What's the score? Burrs is giving me a copy.
I don't know,
paste?
some type of addiction. I can't remember exactly. All I know
Oh,
is
it's
that
on
the
the
poor
floor.
man deserves better.
Okay.
We moved games. It's 1420830.
1, comma 420.
No. Okay, yeah. Okay,
You
there you
can
go.
plug in right there on the side.
Yeah.
And now we got
Plug out.
scores. We have Alan,
Relapse. That poor man deserves
Kelly,
better.
Leon. Alright. So we have
My leg is right there.
Kelly,
Roll away under and unplug it.
oh, I gotta
Done.
plug it from back there.
Yep.
All right, they are moving stuff and trying to get the power for the Penn Stadiums
I just
moved.
want it to be known that Preston has played less games than the two of you, and the two of you combined still don't have the same amount of points of him.
How can Preston have any points?
Because he played one game earlier.
Preston's gonna sit out one more game.
No, Preston didn't want
It's
to
on the wall right there.
No, but he has 3 points right now.
He came in second on the last game and has more points than me after playing 2 games.
I don't know the exact date I'm coming back to Austin. I should know.
January 6th.
No, it's probably a bit later. I'm not sure. I do need a card. Oh! Can I tell the story of how I almost died?
You can tell him the story, yeah.
I almost died a couple days ago. Yeah, it sounds bad. It is bad.
Lift up the, Leon, lift up the Penn Stadiums. Because Addams family has the
yeah.
chrome.
I forgot. It does put a bad thing on the.
It does.
The
The
world won't
DMD's got a horrible glare now.
The world won't end.
You can't pull
the
them down
reason
far
that-
enough to fix the
The
DMD.
reason that I'm happy about this story is because I lived.
Then
and I
lower the
handled it so
left
well.
one.
Um,
It'll just have a bad glare on that side. There you go.
basically, I was driving on I-10 to pick up my friend from out of. It was like 30 minutes away, and we were planning on getting my car checked out. I think literally the day after this happened to me, but you know, I have sucky luck. So I'm driving down I-10, and the tread on my front right tire just pops off.
Shreds, probably.
It's
It destroyed her bumper and her fender.
yeah. There was leaking fluid. The inner tube stayed inflated, so I was able to get myself from the left lane to the shoulder and not die. And let me tell you, I have never been more
It
scared
detreaded.
in my entire life.
The tire itself didn't blow.
It was only 2 lanes. It was like it was one of those portions of the highway just in the
The
middle.
rare
of
section
nowhere,
of I-10 that only has 2 lanes.
and is in the middle. Of
And
nowhere.
also the
No
rare section
construction.
that was in between construction zones. There's like 1 mile of I-10 right now that has no construction, and that's where it was.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God.
It was a scary experience.
So good.
Alan just missed the story. That's fine. But yeah, turns out the first thing that I do when I almost die is call my dad in a pure panic.
You were really calm when you called me.
Not on the inside.
You did a good job, Kelly.
This is definitely a pudding cup burst.
Impressed with my daughter. She did great.
It is fantastic too. Same kind my mama makes. Same kind my grandmother made. My great aunt makes it. And it is great.
Oh yeah.
Right. Let me describe to you what they're eating and why I don't like it and why a majority of the world's population doesn't like it either.
What?
I don't like the pudding. I've tried.
Oh yeah.
It is a funky chocolate pudding. I'm up next. God dang it.
Cool story,
It's
bro.
Italian chocolate pudding.
Oh, it's so good.
It's made with lemon extract.
Yes.
And cinnamon on the top. Now the cinnamon's not that bad with chocolate pudding, but the lemon just makes it funky.
No, it's fantastic.
It is a funky tasting thing. Shush, Gomez. I'm letting the music on.
Yeah, I was telling her, Tracy, after that happened about my near-death experience on I-10, and she now has joined the club. That's my ultimate fear. And you're not going to believe this. I had her car scheduled to go to the shop the next day to have the tires
wow.
checked.
Go figure, right?
Yep.
Uber when I come to
The last time she was in town, before she went back to college, I noticed her tires. I was looking at them, and it had a decent amount of tread, but we bought this used from somebody who had it sitting for quite a few years. And I was looking at the tires, and I could see like little cracks in the rubber. And I'm like, that looks like the rubber might be starting to dry rot.
Right.
We should have that checked.
Turns out you really should. Yeah.
Oh my God. I literally, I mean,
Pretty
it was scheduled for noon the next day.
My car?
Yes.
My car's name is Debbie, by the way, so we can just call her Debbie.
I even told him on the phone, I'm like, look, I know I know it needs to be aligned. I need you to, but I want to rotate the tires and, make sure they're balanced. And then I want you to check them because the little cracks that I saw in the rubber, I want to make sure they're not dry rotting. And
The car has gone through so many drives, and for it to have happened on that specific one is so lucky. Because I drive from Beaumont to Austin. One time I went from Beaumont to Tyler to Austin. Like, the fact that it happened at that moment is so lucky.
could have happened any number of places. It was bad.
Yeah.
I was only like 15 minutes out of town.
We all
Heard that, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that clunk. I know what that sound was. It was an unmistakable clunk.
What was clump for? I was not paying attention.
Blocking the ball in the vault. That was nice.
You like that?
Yeah.
I did it too.
But I mean, that was great. Pinball with fear.
Hey, what's
Thank
Ready to the
happening?
party vague.
Yay,
Woo!
we appreciate it.
Welcome to the Pinball Mafia.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Hey, Alan.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Excuse me, I'm up.
Oh,
You suck.
good night, Tracy.
Oh, Tracy, good night.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for stopping in.
Have a good night.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
All that good stuff.
and all that jazz.
Hey.
What?
I thought I was the theater girl.
I like to keep going.
No, I'm the theater girl.
Yeah, you might be.
Okay. When I was in high school / college, I worked summers in my grandma's window factory. Oh, you told me this story. Frequently working in the glass room. I'm up. God dang it, Dennis.
Always in the middle of your
Man,
story.
I had Fast Lock lit too.
Good, ball 2.
How? How am I beating Dad? Look at the score. Look at the score.
I'm a
Oh,
looking.
wow. 2, 3, 6, 6,
Yep.
9, 2.
Yeah, well, she's got a ball to play.
You got another one?
Pinball with fear. Why play pinball with fear?
No fear.
Just enjoy. It's pinball.
One of the underrated games. No fear.
Yes!
Oh, was no fear on the underrated
It was-
list?
It was.
Yeah.
Top 10.
I gotta
underrated.
say, once again, another game I didn't really feel was underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beating Dad.
Oh, giving me a chance. Kelly giving me a chance.
I
over
felt
there.
bad. You only have 1 point.
I know the most underrated pins used to seem to be Congo, but now everybody's latched on, and it's like a
Yeah,
classic.
Congo was one of the most underrated
Now.
pins.
Now it's become a classic.
Now it's almost an overrated pin.
Yeah.
See, Burrs, now we can bond over the fact that we have almost died.
Congo is a great game, but it went
Trauma.
from underrated to, I mean, it's bordering overrated. I mean, try to find a Congo for a good price now.
Is impossible. I wonder how in Lake Charles doesn't he have a Congo he's fixing up?
Jody had
Jody,
a
yeah.
Congo that was he was sending to what's his name in Dallas? Keith. What's his name in Dallas that does all the restorations? Keith.
We were just talking about him yesterday. I mean last week. It's not Keith.
Isn't it Keith?
I'm trying to
Now
remember.
you're thinking about my friend
Yeah,
from the banana
I got
story.
Keith stuck in my head now.
Anyway, he's sending it to the guy in Dallas that does the amazing restorations, and now I said Keith too, so that's all I'm going to think of.
My God.
Yeah, I could have swore it was
300?
Keith. He had the same name as the guy in Houston. First
What other
name,
times
obviously,
have
not
I
last.
almost died? I think that's the main one where I almost died. I have a lot of weird stories. I have a lot of stories about my one friend in a 1 month span of time. Did the most insane amount of things possible. She fell off a hill, had to get stitches in the back of her head, stepped on glass, cut her thumb on a razor, fell into a creek with the stitches still in the
Oh my
back
God.
of
Oh
her
my
head.
gosh, he almost fell off a coffin, but that's another story to be told now.
To be told right now, coffin. I have a picture of me in a coffin that just says my time has come. So we had one for
Oh, another raid!
What?
Raid!
Raid!
2 back-to-back raids, I love it. Welcome to the
awesome.
Pinball
That's
Mafia
awesome.
live stream.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. You can't
This
beat
is
it. You
one of
can't
the
beat an
two-
old Lawler table. That's for sure.
This is one of
No,
the two
man, I
machines that
love
they've
them,
had
love
longer
them,
than
love
they've
them.
had me. This one and Twilight Zone are older than me.
Although I hate the
Oh, that's
theme of
right.
Dialed In, I love playing Dialed In, and I cannot wait to play a Willy Wonka. I've yet to pull a plunger on a Willy Wonka.
I've played Willy Wonka.
Look at the chat.
Oops. Story time.
No, I almost fell off a coffin, and kids, and that kids is the story of how I met your mother.
That's good stuff.
This is the Addams family. Ready?
Hey, we got to follow.
Oh, wait.
Oh my gosh.
I have no clue how to pronounce that. Kyoku Sagani, 1996. Thank
Thanks
you so
for
much
the
for the follow.
follow.
Look forward to seeing you every week.
That's awesome. Appreciate the follow.
Now I'm gonna go put this back in the kitchen, so the simulation will have to redraw the kitchen.
Oh God, no.
What?
We don't have the Wi-Fi for that.
Oh my gosh. Good times, man. Good times.
Did you? Yeah, we told you the joke I made in the kitchen earlier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell them. My
All
dad
right,
was
go-
making a joke about the fact that my mom like gets really, really hot all the time, and he called her like Lady Hot Flash or something. And Uncle Leon goes, "Isn't that an X-Men?" And I looked and I went, "I thought it was a DC villain."
I was so
Wait,
busy worried
there's
about
this
Tunnel
coffin
that
in the
I
show
started
that-
advancing stuff.
I want to
What'd you
read
get?
the stories.
You can't.
no.
It's your turn.
Call it out.
Go figure.
Speech. Then later in the show, stage manager would set the
25,
coffin down on top.
629,
Okay.
Oh.
570 or something like that.
I wasn't worried about the change.
Fuck. Fuck.
25.
It
You gave it
doesn't come
hell.
down to change.
You guys are pretty amazingly charismatic. Well, thank you very much.
of us are.
Hang on. Okay, this is Goran's dying off a coffin story. Show it will be open. Little Goran here would be standing on top of the coffin with two others.
I got 2 skill shots.
Wow.
And it did not
Well,
give
guess
me
what?
2
Coffin
skill
wasn't
shots.
sitting correctly on the squares. Wow.
What's really funny
The
is
coffin
the
I
coffin
was
that I have a
standing
picture in
on,
is from a
luckily
show.
someone caught me.
Go for it.
Woo!
I tried.
He got an agreed.
Okay, let me see if I can try to find the picture. I think it's just a picture of me going like this since I have peaked. I was shooting.
Oh,
an
did
Indian-
Alan beat me?
Yes.
I like how Orpheus just casually
All right,
goes.
hang on. Let me get the scores entered. What do we got?
It's
I was
Leon,
shooting it.
Alan, Dennis.
I love how Orpheus just casually goes, yeah, I was shooting an indie
Preston says
movie
he's
in
back
Illinois.
now. We doing high score of the
All right,
night
Preston's
over there?
back in. Yeah, high score. We're gonna switch.
Yeah.
High score of the night. It was from Seawitch. We're now going to Addams family.
It's this one.
That would be a very pathetic high score of the night. Right now, it is currently 44, 646.
Hang on.
I was jamming.
4-4,
4-4.
646,
346.
6,
Huh?
646, 670.
Okay.
And that is Leon.
Burrs, I can't copy and paste something.
You can copy and paste something.
Well, I can copy and paste something, and it just looks stupid.
There, yeah, it would. I'm going to
All right,
find
good
this
deal.
stupid picture.
Anybody new to the stream, we keep a Pinburg style scoring going during the night as we play games. That's up there on the chalkboard.
I swear to God.
This game always kicks my butt.
Beat me.
Always. Well, it's kicking your butt too.
Preston is still ahead of me, and he's only played 1 game tonight, and I've played 3.
This picture exists.
How about 44, 646, XXX? Well, that's a lot better than something.
I'm going to find this stupid
And yet, it
picture.
still is something.
It is still something.
And isn't that something?
I hate you guys. I hate you guys so much. Here it is.
Oh, I know, man.
Oh my God! Yes.
I was just talking about that the other day.
Ripberg. Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
I
that was
read
nice,
the
Leon.
story, Goran.
I'm glad
The
I stu-
greatest pinball tournament ever
Here it is.
created is dead.
Yeah.
That's me in a coffin. It's actually my coffin for the show because I died. I had 2 lines, and according to my teacher, I did very well dying. Okay. I'm scrolling up in chat. Please don't shoot me.
Wow, Pinburg was your first competitive pinball? That's a challenge and a half.
I think my first competitive pinball was the Houston show.
Mine was either
Then I
Houston
went
or
to
Dallas.
TPF.
Yeah, it was somewhere in Houston.
Yeah.
I either did Houston first or Dallas. I can't tell you what I did first.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah, I've still got my badge. It says Pinburg 2019 on it. Who would have known that that would have been the last
Oh, I keep
one?
all
Like,
my-
I'm so glad I still
I
have it.
keep all my tournament badges. They're on my bulletin board in my room.
Nice.
Actually, Lauren, I did read the story. Thank you very much. I just didn't read it out loud.
I have every tournament badge from every tournament
Hey,
I've ever
look
gone
who's back, everyone.
He's alive. Is he out?
It's Preston.
I'm not playing.
Hello.
I started to keep all my tournament badges, and then I decided it wasn't worth it.
Well, I haven't been to as many as y'all.
So the Bearded Wonder is back on his favorite pinball machine of all time.
Senior high school, massive senior itis at that point.
Any word on GNR?
No.
No,
What?
no. I need to ask. We've got Guns N' Roses on order. the
How you
LE.
doing?
I doubt he's
And-
heard anything, but welcome to ask. Yeah.
Yeah, on Monday I'll give him a buzz and see if he's heard any updates of when shipments might be going out.
I'm sure the factory slowed way down the holiday.
Pyrite, same for me. That was my first Pinburg, and as it turns out, also my last.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad I was able to make it that year.
I mean, I've
And I
only
remember-
had 2, so.
I remember telling
Yeah.
my wife, like,
That you were gonna
I'm
go?
going regardless. Like, I don't care
After
what
that,
you
yes.
say.
Once I went once.
No, even that time, like it was a big, like, oh, you're gonna fly all the way up to Pittsburgh? Like, yes, I am, and you're not saying a word to me about it. And God dog it, I sure am glad I did because there it is. You know, for once, it win one for the home team. You know.
Once I went once, that was it. I came back and told my wife, that's it. I'm never missing that show unless it's an emergency.
Yeah. That's kind of how I
And
feel
then
about
somehow
TPF too.
he got her to agree to me going, so.
Well, I mean, it's okay. I was bringing you along.
I'm not saying your name.
Did a podcast with Jeff Flip. Wow. That's awesome.
I will tune in to watch a puppet show by Burrs.
Burrs, Burrs, please put that on YouTube. I would greatly
Double
appreciate
danger.
it. Hey, now that Preston's here and he's gonna show us how to play this game properly.
Walk 3 times. Bryce.
Not as hollow as I
A little
thought.
dangerous there.
Thanks.
Once. More danger.
I really don't care.
Oh! Thank
I
you,
did
Pat.
not do the thing flip. That thing flip
Yeah.
was not me. I don't know. That was
Oh,
the craziest
Burrs.
thing.
Oh,
No,
sorry, you're good.
please don't tell me where this is going where I think it's going. Burrs, no.
An athletic woman with small breasts.
No.
Does she have a beard, Burrs?
So I made the smart ass comment before puppet can say.
Hey, to the flippers.
High five, Burrs. High five, man. Good for you.
Wait, what was it? What sentence? Sorry.
Thank you, Pat, for no
Yes.
ball save.
What was the sentence?
What was the sentence?
13 years.
That's pretty good. I like that.
I only have to beat 9 million. Dad, you set the bar lower than usual.
It's ball 2, Kelly. Ooh.
I did not realize this. So what if she has small
What
breasts
the hell
and
am I
a
doing?
mouthful?
What am I doing? Brain blaze.
So what if she has
It has more than a mouthful because to waste anymore.
Oh my God, that's great. Kelly's scarred.
Kelly.exe has stopped working.
Well, I think that's it. We can close for the night.
Yep. All right.
Burrs, why did you make me read that?
But just couldn't believe.
Wait,
I would say
shut
so-
up, shut up!
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Football emergency. Oh.
Kelly wanted to enjoy the showtime.
Thank you.
I love the Showtime animations
you.
so much.
Oh, I thought it was double jackpot.
Yeah.
Like, that.
Super Jack.
Yeah.
Senioritis hit hard, I imagine so.
You want to talk about senioritis?
Yeah.
I was a senior in the pandemic, baby. I shouldn't say that with him right next to me. It's already over. I'm out of high school. Oh, yeah, God. It was very hard to keep myself working from home. It was so bad. if Mom wasn't home with me too, none of my work would have been done. She kept me on track so well. I appreciate her so much.
Leon telling Preston.
How to play
Let's
this.
see whose favorite game this is.
Whoop.
Whoa.
Wanted to build that grade value first.
Before what exactly?
Before the drain.
Yeah,
Before
no.
you get buried.
Burrs, same. The literal only reason that I kept
Literal.
going to school, like the only reason I had the motivation to get out of my bed in the morning and drive myself to school was because of theater. That was it. I did not care. I just did the work because I was legally required to.
Yep.
But it could be.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, it was worth it. The fact that I did the work got me a lot of scholarships.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would not be able to go to the school I'm going to now without the scholarships that I have.
Yep.
Because for some reason I decided I still wanted to go to Catholic school. I missed it. Usually we're more crisp.
Just in general. Not even about that.
Merry Christmas! Every time.
Oh my goodness.
Would be glad we love you, or otherwise you'd be on the streets, my dude.
Oh my God. That's so much fun.
That's Alan.
It never stops. It's so much
This
fun.
has been going since Christmas 2019.
Yeah.
I don't know how we
What
discovered
is
that was a
happening?
thing. Pure chaos.
I love how you say it's been going on since Christmas
Yeah.
2019. That's last Christmas.
Careful, I did that.
My brain did not think of that. Head empty, no thought.
Last
Only-
Christmas.
Only cat
This
video
started.
and
Yeah.
Minecraft YouTuber.
That's it.
That's all my brain thinks about right now.
There's the cube.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Just got lipstick on my brain, god dang it.
Oh,
Y'all dropping
no.
frames, or is that my interwebs?
Our thing is green, so I think that's you, Burrs.
Our thing is green.
The little, you see the
We have a
square right
box at the bottom right.
Oh.
Says how our
there? Our
internet's
senior
doing.
prank was one that still lives in infamy. We got some pigs from the local farm and gave them X-Lax.
Oh my God. Oh my God, those
Okay,
poor pigs.
You know, our
sounds like
senior
a
prank
sheep
was going to be epic, but we couldn't do it. Basically, I went to Catholic school, right? And so we had this one kid who was a Mormon, and he decided that he was going to dress up as Jesus and get a bunch of sheep and walk around the hall. That was the plan, and we were all going to just sit there and be like, we were going to like line the doors and just like open them as the sheep came by.
Because why not?
So we could have Mormon Jesus with a bunch of sheep.
Yeah.
They'd throw our asses out if we tried one.
Oh my god, it was. I remember the seniors, my junior year. Their prank was they sent out an email.
I'm getting there. I'm
Good.
They
working
sent
on
an
it.
email that looked like an official school email from the principal.
It won't be until halfway through Maiden, but then I'll have a
So-
sip or two.
It,
Yeah.
it looks like.
Thank you.
Oh. No,
Wrong
don't ruin it.
game. Oh, yeah, baby. It's showtime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, the bearded wonder. It's Preston.
Oh, you're gonna pay for that.
Hey, basically,
We'll edit that out.
We'll just,
no, we're not. But basically, the year before, so my junior year, the senior prank was a couple of people like sent out an email that to
Did us.
everyone.
Building
It
that
made
great
it look like it
value.
was an email from our principal. So Roger Remus.
Nice.
yeah.
So made it look. It was so official. It had like the authentic, like the thing on the bottom that was like, "This is definitely from the school." Like the.
Uh-huh. You
It
just
was
said
like-
that in text. This is definitely from the school period.
Nice.
Double
And it
chapeau.
said, next Friday is a Hawaiian shirt day. You can pay $2 to wear a Hawaiian shirt to school. And a bunch of people fell for it.
That's really funny, actually.
So the teachers
Wow.
let everyone.
Oh, I was saying I need
and they were
every
like,
ball
"Who
to
do we
drain
pay?"
right this
The
second.
teachers let everyone actually do it.
Yes.
Without
Hey!
paying. It was so cool.
Wow.
Oh!
Wow.
Man, I thought the bonus was gonna get it.
Wow.
That's the tiger's eye for you.
Yes.
I cannot
Wow.
believe on Addams Family I had that small of a bonus.
Wow.
I can.
After you got
That's a close
got that
game. You
double
put up a
jackpot.
valiant effort. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, and I was like, he's got to drain right now.
And it really tipped off that left flipper. I probably could have saved it,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to tilt out. If you tilt Addams Family, you lose all that great bonus, of which I had
Wish
none.
you had none.
Guys, I remember one year for senior skip day, my junior year for senior skip day, remember this so vividly. The fact that every
Like, I need you
senior
to
that
drain relatively
skipped
fast, too.
had no exemptions on their finals. And my two friends who were seniors who didn't skip were so proud of themselves.
Homie, don't play that.
Homie, don't play that.
I didn't get to even think of participating in senior skip day. I missed out on a lot that I'm very sad about.
You're at
But, you know.
63. He's right in the middle.
Oh!
He's got good bonus. Oh, he got the ball back. Holy hell.
How'd you get the ball back?
He didn't score anything.
He didn't score anything! That is such a
Nobody understands
Yeah,
the
you
beauty
did.
of he didn't score anything.
Can I explain he didn't score anything?
You can try, but it probably won't translate.
Basically, this is back when Preston was the Texas state champion, right?
What?
It's been a couple years.
Once the Texas State champion, always the Texas State
Back
champion.
when it was back when he was like, he had just gotten it,
He
right?
was the-
Back when he was something.
Back when he was the reigning state champion.
Yeah, that one. So basically, he just like, it was like a big deal to us. He was his first thing that he got. It's not as big of a deal anymore when you have 4 Louisiana state championship
There's
plaques
5
up
state
there.
championship trophies
Which
up
is
here
why
that y'all
I'm like,
can't
it's-
see.
Back when he was a big deal to us. All right, I'll just go home.
Back when I said back when it was a big deal to us.
Go ahead.
We were playing it's me. We were playing pro football and he drained the ball. It was like he drained
Preston
the ball.
came back and beat us all.
He
God,
drained the
you
ball,
suck.
didn't score
That's the
anything.
spirit.
Didn't realize that would give him his ball back. Almost walked away and I went, Preston, you didn't score anything. You're fine. You can keep playing. He goes, I didn't score anything.
Oh my God, he ran around with the highest pitched voice like a little girl. I didn't score anything. I didn't score anything.
So perfect.
I mean, it's literally
I
it's
think
like
at
in
that
circles.
point, I think Kelly said, "Ladies and gentlemen, our Texas State champions." he didn't score anything.
Preston over there laughing. He's got food falling out of his mouth.
We'll edit that out too.
Woo, that was a ball.
You know what's sad? I just played Addams Family, got 62 million, and I'm lucky if I'm going to end up in 3rd place.
Oh, you're gonna end up at least in 4th. I can tell you that.
I thought Aces High.
Was that the game that was on Aces High? That you didn't score anything?
No, she said it's pro football.
Was it
So
pro
I'm-
football?
It
I'm
was
just-
pro football. I remember because it was my favorite.
I
machine in
remember
this
it was
room
like
at the time.
it was a EM and it was over there.
No, it was pro football because it was my favorite machine and I knew everything about it. And I was so proud of myself that I knew something that he didn't.
Part of the reason why I was so excited that I didn't score anything wasn't just because I didn't score anything, but also
You got the ball back.
Well,
Right.
okay, yeah, that was the big deal. But it was that on pro football, you never score nothing because it kicks it out itself up to a pop bumper and lanes up there.
Oh, true.
That sometimes it just shoots it right through the center lane
that's
Yeah.
right,
and scores you points no matter what you do. You're scoring something.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the fact that it managed to hit off of just posts and then come down the center and miss the spinner in the middle and everything and still score me nothing was a miracle in and of itself.
Yeah.
Plus, I got my ball back.
You could do probably 1,000 plunges on that game and never have that
He
happen.
never not scored
Wait,
anything.
what happened?
Yeah. We were just talking about the fact that one of the the reasons I was really excited about it was because not only did I not score anything and get my ball back, but not scoring anything is so rare on pro football
Oh yeah.
because it shoots it out itself to a pop bumper and lanes that it just goes through every time.
Way to go, Alan.
At least
Alan,
ours
are
did.
killing
Yours might shoot it into a post every time. I can't do anything about that. I
This is our
apologize.
final game of this, so rejoice. Perfect. Rejoice.
This is our revenge for Alan choosing Seawitch. We make him play Addams Family.
I chose it.
Actually, you did choose Addams
Well,
Family.
until Kelly gets back.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
She heard I sat on her stool.
Yeah, she must have.
Yeah, she's not over there mad because she drained the ball. She's mad because Preston sat on her stool.
Preston.
Alan got points.
He's
everyone.
kind of under the weather, you know.
I'm so far above the weather.
He's
You're high?
I'm with the weather. All right, sit down.
He's an old man compared to you. He's probably got bad
Hi,
knees
Scott.
and
I,
bad.
you?
I legitimately do have bad knees.
Who in here doesn't have bad knees?
Of course, he
Hi,
doesn't have
Scott,
bad
how are
anything.
I know, nothing's bad on
No, he'll
Leon.
be
You
375.
just witnessed me
before he
Scott!
screaming, but
feels anything.
Hey!
Denise!
Hey, how's
What's
it
up, my
going?
man?
Oh my God, he's part of the bad news.
I gotta
squad.
say, right there, the writer of the most badass intro theme song ever. If you haven't heard our intro theme, you go back and listen to
But
it.
he only has
Starts when he
one
grabs a
bad
golf club,
knee.
go for the knee.
So,
That doesn't count. Yeah.
One bad knee. You're still 50% better than us.
You're
yeah.
better than us.
Just wait till you're my age.
Just wait till you're my age.
Forget his pinball machines. The theme song is amazing.
My bad knees come from bad genetics and tap dancing for very, very long.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear I've got to buy an Oculus so I can play mini golf with you.
You do.
I
So,
wanted
Scott,
to-
I am going to buy one soon, and I want to play mini golf
He's
with you.
gonna buy it so
Since
that
you
I
and I
can
have
play
yet-
mini golf with you. Actually,
We've got almost
I don't know
two-
what he's on about.
Scott and I have had about 2 years going that we're still supposed to play a $1 game of pinball that we've yet to get to play. So
not
maybe
playing
we're gonna
anymore.
get to play it on We'll play it off on mini golf.
I would love to play. I would love to play VR mini golf with people.
Three
I thought
nine.
at the last Houston, not the one that got canceled, but the one before, Scott was standing there talking to somebody, and he was like, "You still owe me that game?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I was on my way to go do something.
Tournament,
First, did I
probably.
ever
But
tell
it was
you
the
that I
turn.
used to
It was
play
probably the
softball?
tournament, and I'm like, "Let me go play my turn," and then we never caught up after
I
that.
just realized that my bad knee also probably comes from softball.
Alan is
That was a-
quietly
that was
killing
a-
it while y'all are doing this.
Oh,
mini
Alan
golf.
catching
He's
us?
pulling at you.
Yes.
No.
There
No,
it
that's
is.
nothing. 13 million. What? No.
I played second base.
Yeah, I
was
think
not-
after I did whatever I had to do, you had to go DJ, so we never got to play. By the way, the DJ thing, that was
DJ
the bomb.
Atomica.
That was
How
a-
did that
FM.
not go just straight down the middle? I am so
Scott,
impressed.
Alan just got his Oculus for Christmas.
I have a
So-
Vive.
Oh, guess what? I got to play this 2
Oh,
days
I think
ago.
I would just
Go
add
on.
it
The,
to your Discord.
The Valve what's it called?
Index?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Valve Index. I got to mess with it.
Nice.
But I only did the little test thing where I was in the office filing stuff.
yeah.
Oh, at Owens.
Yeah, yeah.
Job
My
simulator?
cousin
Yeah,
has.
the
Yeah.
job simulator.
My cousin has VR, and he's the baby out of the cousins.
He put,
so it's hilarious.
he's got the little cubes, in the corner of his room,
And
and
then
he
he-
put in the little pulley system
Nice.
so he can stand in the middle of his room with
He's
the cable
so
coming straight.
smart.
I have a full wireless system now.
Do you?
But you have to have a battery pack strapped to your belt to do it. But
How'd you keep your
it's
hands up?
Gen 1 hardware, but made kind of hooked together to be wireless. And
Look at guys, it's Alan. It's Alan.
But the Oculus, the new Oculus, just caught up with the video quality of yours.
Of the
right?
Vive? Yeah.
Didn't it?
Well, I've never used an Oculus,
Way to go,
so I couldn't
Alan.
really tell you, but that's what I've heard.
Hey,
Yeah.
Scott.
The old
technically
Oculus
speaking, I am-
used a better screen.
151.
It used an OC,
What did you just do?
OLED screen, but
Yeah.
it had a low resolution.
Oh, okay.
So they went to high resolution, but LCD, so it doesn't have those black and blacks.
Everyone
Yeah.
in this room is an adult. I don't look
I
like
play
I am,
mini
but I
golf
am.
and VR chat, but VR chat gets pretty gross and adult at times.
It does. I've never been a VR chat fan, to be fair. But do you play like Cloudlands or what mini golf do you play?
Walkabout.
Yes, you did text me. On,
Walkabout mini golf.
I don't
Scott,
know
I'm
if
coming
you heard
soon,
the
buddy.
Story of when you texted
I got to get my
me.
stuff set up.
Oh my God! Yeah, and you. I waited for you to text her, Sky,
This is so funny.
and you texted her, of course, right when I left the house.
You texted me. I screamed, and my mom and my sister were like,
We're moving on.
"What is happening?
Hey.
Why is this a big deal?"
And who is that?
Dad
Me.
just walked out the
It's
door.
Alan.
It was so funny. The
If
way that
anybody's,
worked.
we showed pictures on the stream. If anybody's new to the stream, I don't know if we have them. We probably have them posted on our Facebook page.
What?
Your
my
birthday cake.
It's also on our
We-
Instagram. Is my birthday cake.
We made her a total nuclear annihilation birthday cake.
And yeah. Earlier in the stream, I joked that I didn't get a TNA for Christmas, and I am disappointed that I didn't get a TNA for Christmas. Let
It's
me
still
be
on her
completely
Christmas
honest.
list.
And Alan gets his point for high score.
But yeah,
Cool.
it's my favorite machine.
Oh my
You need here. You want some rose quartz, my dude?
God. No, I absolutely do not.
So
Yeah,
apparent. Oh, go ahead.
So.
Go ahead. I wasn't even say anything important anyway. Go ahead.
Scott, so I've got to do some troubleshooting on my VR to get.
Oh, the mic.
Something happened whenever I went to go buy a
The
game
mic.
online or whatever. It asked me for my PIN, and I put in the same PIN that
If you
I
have
used to set
headphones
it
on,
up,
we're moving a
and
mic.
it wasn't taking it. So now I got to go log in with email and figure out whatever the hell I need to do to get it up and running. But it's there. It's at
You're
the
gonna
house,
win tonight.
and I'll be playing soon.
You're gonna win tonight.
How do you say that?
Look at your score. You're going to win. Like,
Yeah,
it's impossible.
there's
What did Alan finish with on that?
151.
You got. Wait a minute. You got 151
million.
151 million, all on ball 3, because I didn't have anything going. I had 2 house balls.
I
on
knew
1
it.
and 2.
I finished Addams Family with 62
Yes.
million, and I came in 4th place.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, so the whole reason that I got one of these,
Was to go play mini golf
Oculus
with
Quest
Scott.
2 for my wife. It was her Christmas gift that I bought for her. She'd been wanting it
So
forever.
you can play mini golf with Scott.
That's right. and I told my wife, I said, look, you owe my pinball buddies a thank you. I said, because it wasn't for Scott's stream, I wouldn't have shelled out the money.
Sure.
Plus, paid the extra $15 to get it there because I ordered it on Monday,
Yeah.
and then it got there the day before Christmas Eve. It would, just to make sure it was going to get there, I paid the extra, and I'll be damned, it came in.
Wow.
And, I mean, but yeah, I wasn't going to pay that much for the 256 gigabyte. And,
Yeah.
I mean, anyways,
I mean, it was a
and
Target
then
on
when I saw how
Christmas
much,
Eve, but that's fine.
then when I saw how much fun, what'd you say?
I said it was a Target on Christmas Eve.
What was?
Well,
The
then,
Oculus
then when I saw their
Quest
stream,
Was it on sale?
I was
There
dying
sitting
laughing.
there.
I thought it was the
I
coolest
happened to
thing
go.
ever, and I
it
went
was
out
there. I'm like,
and got
Alan
it. So
Baldwin
yeah.
came by and got it, but he ordered it with like super quick shipping apparently. But he could have just gone and got it.
Oh, I didn't know they had them. I thought they would be sold out.
Oh, yes.
Anyways,
Good burn.
paid for it.
Oh, I want to go and get like advent calendars now that Christmas is over because they're gonna be really cheap, and I want cheap stuff.
They'll definitely be cheap now.
Yep. Y'all did put the new code on this, right?
Yes.
Yes, this has the new code.
Yeah.
They had a lot
They
of
put it on
new voice
Christmas.
call outs, which I love.
And they.
But I've only
added-
played this once since we put the new code on.
Look at the new animations for Flight Icarus.
Isn't Icarus the one that got the most changes?
Yes, by far. From what I read.
That's great.
Oh damn.
That looks cool.
Sorry, I gotta see it for real. Looking at the screen over here is okay, but I wanted to see it for real behind me.
can check back in with Zach Minnie and
I
see if he
would-
ever got that thing to where we could like direct capture.
I'll text him tomorrow.
I would like it to be known that since they put the new code on it.
What?
My God.
Whoa! What a
Wow.
save! Did you even get a danger? Yeah, you got a danger.
I
You
did.
got
I
double.
got two.
You got a
Yeah, you got double
danger.
danger.
I have my initials on the board. Oh,
Arrive on the 19th. One box arrive on the 22nd. Another on the 23rd. One box arrive on the 28th. Yes, Fozzie, but there is one happy driver of a FedEx truck that is not full. That is not going hungry this year.
What'd you give him?
No. He's talking about all the box of cookies that went out, and then one of
Oh!
them is lost. Oh yeah, that box got opened and ate.
I thought you were talking about the one who brought you the Oculus. I thought you gave your FedEx driver something special
no.
for bringing your Oculus.
did you just say Aiton?
We're gonna let that one slide.
No, we're not.
That may.
No, we're not.
Met Kelly.
I was hoping you didn't hear that. And it was
I'm
UPS.
never letting that go.
Oh, USPS, not FedEx.
I was supposed to get a shipment Christmas Eve,
it for
and
me?
it never said it was out for delivery. And then, then when it finally updated, it said that it wouldn't deliver to my office because we were closed.
What was
And it was like the minute after my manager told me, all right, we haven't had any customers more today, so
I've read that text.
so we're gonna close. And like a minute later is whenever FedEx said they tried to deliver, nobody's there.
Oh, great.
So
Was it-
I'm
was it
still,
for me?
tomorrow I should get it. No, it's actually for me. And it's not. It wasn't a Christmas present.
Should have been.
It's a new camera strap for my new camera.
Should not have been for me. You're not up. I thought you were going to put that down and like walk up. I was like, you're not up, Alan.
I don't know. Yeah.
Aiton.
Hey. I just now realized what the hell was happening in chat. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for making fun of Alan with me.
What
I
does
love
that
doing
say,
it.
Scott?
Aiton. It's Aiton.
Aiton. Oh, that's what you said. Aiton. Yeah, it was
You
Aiton.
decided to say Aiton instead of Eaton.
Look, I've had.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, we were trying to teach
Bird's
Papa
spelling it
how
out
to say
phonetically.
spatula today.
Aiton.
We were trying to teach Papa how to say spatula today, and that was
Oh my
hilarious.
gosh, my dad must have some kind of mental disease that puts R's in
He's
words
Cajun.
that don't
He's
have them
Cajun.
and can't say R's in words that do.
He says
Like, it's not a spatula, it's a
a
spatula.
Really?
Yeah, and yeah, you can tell him it's la, and he'll go la, and I'm like spatula, and he'll go spatula.
Yeah, it's a
He'll go
garage.
spat.
Is-
He'll go
does he
spat.
say
He'll
wash?
go-
Yes,
He does say he says
Garage.
wash,
Wash?
garage, spatula.
That's
He-
crazy.
And Dad said, "You have some type of disease," and I looked at Dad and I went, "He's Cajun. That's it."
Yeah, it's not. Mm-mm.
We live right next to
To
Louisiana.
be fair, my grandmother,
Oh,
who
wow,
lives
bad.
next door from Kansas, says wash as well.
Well, no, that's a Midwest.
Whoa, okay.
How's he pronounced creek?
I wish he was here to show you, because I don't know. We don't have a creek.
Should we go and ask?
I can tell you we pronounce it creek.
Creek.
Creek. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does say wash.
And no one on this stream pronounces it crick.
A crick is something different than a creek.
It is not.
What are,
It is.
What is it? What's a crick?
It's a small creek. A crick.
I thought it was like, when you get like a crick in your neck.
That is a crick.
That's a crick.
Yeah.
It's a
I
small
was-
stream in your neck.
I think a small stream is always a creek.
But if it's dried up, it's a creek.
No.
That's a smaller
No.
stream.
He's messing with you. He is messing with you.
I don't know what he's doing, but I'm not about it.
I don't know, man.
Ooh. It is a different pronunciation.
There's
Alan's
creek
being a
and
crick.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, anytime.
What?
I thought I was a different.
Ew.
Yes. Okay. I guess you're asking about the wash. Yes. Yeah. Y'all already probably covered all of that.
What's the one with the rinsing?
Oh, he can't. Oh, he says that you wrench stuff. Well, if you're in the sink rinsing something off, you wrench it off.
All right.
What was the other word we were doing earlier too that he couldn't do? Literally, it's any word with an R. He says.
Garage.
Yeah, garage. It's a garage. He adds a double R. It's garage.
Garage. All right.
It's
No, you don't want her in. Then we'll break.
See, it's just pure Cajun. Like, that's it.
There was another word we
the
were
focus
getting
up
him
there.
to say, and he was like, I'm like, no, there's no R in it. He's like, I didn't say an R. And I'm like, you clearly said
There
an
was
R.
clearly, there was an R.
Window, maybe?
No, it might have been back to
Because
spatula.
he loves to do
And he's
window.
like, spatula. And I'm like,
Cricket
there's
and
no
cream
R
pie.
in it. And he's like, I didn't say an R. And I'm like, yeah, you did.
Winder is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Winder.
I just want to go ask him to pronounce words now.
That one time we had him try to say aluminum was really funny.
Aluminum's funny, and helicopter. Oh my God, it was helicopter. It took forever for me to get him to stop saying helicopter and call it a helicopter.
He probably went directly back to calling it a helicopter. Helicopter.
But you
the moment
know,
you walked out
all
the room.
language is made for is to get the point across to somebody what you mean, and he gets it across.
Words are
Yeah.
made up. Everything in the world
But
is
not
made
get
up.
across quickly. 'Cause
Did he
someone
use
said-
Aluminium.
If someone said helicopter to me, I would go, like, I know what you mean, but like, what?
What?
Are you,
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
like trying to be?
Are you trying to have a stroke?
Yeah.
Sure.
How many fingers am I holding up?
A strict.
Are you trying to have a stroke?
Go have a strict and a trick.
Sunday.
Hey, what's up, George? Merry Christmas, buddy. How are
Merry
you?
Christmas, George.
To answer the question, no, he did not use the European pronunciation.
not say
He
aluminium.
used no worldly pronunciation. It was just.
I
a
can't
mother
even
word.
say the way he pronounced
Oh, wait,
aluminum.
No,
Aluminum.
because he calls it tinfoil. And that's it.
Yeah, it's bad. Just let him call it tinfoil and
Yeah.
just be done with it.
This man probably says aluminum.
Aluminum.
That's probably close.
Yeah.
She sang it.
I'm a theater kid. Shut up.
Oh my God, well that's gonna be a thing. For a
Get
while.
that bottle away from Kelly.
Oh,
We're about to start with you.
while we're on the subject of goofy shit my dad has said. One time when Leon was in college, I was still in high school. Leon was going to college in Corpus Christi. Why are you off camera way over there?
Well, because there's a lot of people right here.
I almost
Wait,
just
come
fell.
on in, water's
I
fine.
almost just fell. Look at
We
how
go
much-
to this restaurant that's built on a riverboat or a barge or something.
Oh,
And so the boat, you're floating
yeah.
while you're eating. So if you're looking out the window, I mean, everything's just barely moving.
Yeah.
And we're like, it's kind of weird because you're in a still setting like a restaurant, but things are moving. So the waiter comes to the table, and instead of asking the waiter, does it feel funny in here to you?
Or is it
Or
just
it's
us?
me.
Or is it just us?
It's just
My
us.
dad goes, does it feel funny in here to us? Or is it just you?
Jack Pio. Jack Pio.
Huh?
Jack Pio.
Oh. Okay, I'll get to Jack P.O. in a second.
We call it his Leonisms.
While Leon's killing Maiden over here, one more funny dad story, and I'll be done with it. If you've been in the room before, like Burrs has, I went and I took some photos of different pinball machine parts, and we've had problems with these arched windows up here.
Here, put the
That show-
camera on and show them. They're actually really cool. If you want to see, how
I'll
they-
swing the camera.
It's actually
around.
really cool.
You can see our.
It's worth a look.
Oh, the green screen's still there, but it's fine.
Yeah, you're gonna have to move the.
The one that they need
light.
to see.
Yeah, the ghost
that's,
is fine.
That's the one that they need to see. They need to see the jackpot.
Yeah.
Right. Right
The jackpot. Okay.
All right, so let me get it back over here.
Hey!
And I'm up.
I mean, I am where the
Tell
camera
me
usually
way off
stops. I'm usually where it stops. So we're fine.
Okay, so my dad walks in, where it clearly that's Addams family, where it says extra ball and jackpot. My dad walks in and looks at it and goes, Jack P.O.
What's Jack P.O.?
What's Jack P.O.?
Good job, Leon.
So
And we sat there for like 30
we've
minutes.
got a
while we
running
tried to
joke
figure
now
it out.
about jackpots or Jack P.O.
This is a man that goes to the casino all the time and still doesn't know what the word jackpot is.
No, and the thing is, we let him sit there and
Preston
try to
is
figure
examining
it out.
my score.
I'm looking about. Yep, looks
I think Jack P.O. might show up in Scott's next game.
You don't know about Jack
Scott, if you
P.O.
put Jack P.O. in your game, I will personally make you lemon squares and send them to you.
Yeah, that's a pretty big offer.
I gotta tell you, Scott, you have no idea what kind of offer that is. She gets paid to make lemon squares.
By one person.
OMG, I love lemon squares. You haven't even had hers.
My friend the other
they're
day,
delish.
it's been a while since I made them because I've been living in Austin. I made like a couple batches for Christmas. And my friend came over and she was like, I hate lemon squares, but yours are great. And I was like, thank you, Hannah.
She makes them from scratch.
Oh, this man.
Kelly makes lemon squares from scratch.
This man had the audacity to tell people that I made them from a box mix one time.
What the hell?
Oh, years ago when I didn't know you were making them from scratch.
And
I
I've
never made that mistake a second time.
No, you never have. You also said it about my brownies, and I was like, no.
She makes brownies from scratch too.
Yeah.
Oh, birds! I can imagine.
The only thing about the lemon squares that I don't like is squeezing the lemons. So this year, I made Mom do it for me, and it was the smartest decision of my life.
We bought you great lemon squeezers too.
You did. I just hate squeezing lemons because it requires upper arm strength, and I don't have that.
The new lemon squeezer is great.
Not to mention, no matter how hard you try,
The new one,
everything
which is an antique lemon squeezer, it is not a new lemon squeezer.
gets
Yes.
sticky.
You're growing on lemon. Oh, they have a lemon tree.
We do have a lemon tree.
Leon's got a Meyer lemon tree that produces what, 500 damn lemons a
Yeah.
year.
It's
They're
insane.
great lemons.
Well, good. It's gonna go. If it's got flowers on it, you're gonna get a lot of lemons.
Is it a Myers lemon tree, Scott?
Welcome to our pinball stream where we talk about lemons.
That's one thing I do know about. I have no clue.
How?
Myers lemons have a sweetness to them. They're a
Yeah.
very highly coveted lemon.
I like using their lemons a lot. I remember at the very beginning of like the pandemic when we didn't realize that everything was going so badly. I got bored, so I wanted to bake. And I just go to the grocery store to buy lemons, and I just keep running into people that like went to church with us, like in the parking lot, I was just like, why? The one time do I leave my house, I have to talk to everyone. I just wanted to get in and get out.
Yeah. That happens.
That sounds about right. You always see everybody you don't want to see at the grocery store when you're looking your worst.
I wasn't even looking mad. I just didn't want to talk to people because it was the very beginning of the pandemic.
Well, yeah, I understand that too. I know nothing about growing plants, but I'm same here. I keep trying.
Yeah, we got lucky with our lemon tree. When we bought it, I planted it inside an old rotted tree stump, and it just took off. It loved it.
It loves that rotting tree stump.
Yeah.
Whereas you make lemon ice cream and I will make lemon squares the next time you're up here. And it will be like the gods have blessed us.
That lemon tree's got to be 12 feet tall now.
Yeah, it's extremely
Oh
tall.
boy.
And easily produces around 300 or 400 lemons, no problem.
state do you live in?
Here, dox yourself real fast. Don't actually.
Well, I'm not asking for city. I'm just
I'm
state.
messing.
Illinois.
Yeah, probably not a good state to grow outdoor lemon trees.
Oh, yeah, no.
I would not leave a fruit tree out in Chicago.
No.
Good to keep that in a pot.
Chicago may as well be its own state.
Yes.
I mean, it's got its own musical.
Pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Got a
on
lot-
pizza,
got
too.
a lot going on.
You know you've made it.
Chicago style pizza is my favorite pizza.
I was trying to remember the name of the place that Preston and I ate at. It's something like Mazzinotti's or very similar to that. I know I'm saying it wrong, but it was delicious.
Chicago?
Yeah.
The best Chicago pizza I ever had was in New York.
He would never shut
Yeah.
up about this.
Illuminati's, yeah.
Yes.
How did you forget
Yeah.
Illuminati's when it sounds like Illuminati?
Because it's been quite a while since we've been there.
Yeah. Yeah, but Illuminati.
Oh, I get it.
Did you find any hidden treasure while you were there?
A little bit.
The Curse of Oak Island?
Yeah. We know all the secrets of Oak
If you
Island.
would have got sick from the pizza, then it would have been Illuminati.
Yeah.
Get out. Retzel! Oh my god!
Retzel! Wow, Merry Christmas, Retzel!
What? What's up, Retzel? Retzel has
Retzel has been banned.
First, did you ban Retzel? First, do not ban Retzel!
Unban Retzel.
Unban him right now!
I think Retzel did that himself.
New York pizza is the best pizza.
I'm not about to start banning over a pizza
Pizza
debate.
debate. It's the great pizza debate.
I'm not about to start banning over a pizza.
Okay, no, I can't. I don't like New York pizza simply because I don't like thin crust.
Yeah.
Too much cheese. Eh.
I'm guessing that's
Merry Christmas.
Giordano's.
Okay, what's the name of the place in New York that I went to? It's in Greenwich Village.
I don't. Do you,
I forget this
do you want me to
every
text
time.
Michelle so she can ask?
Yeah,
Michelle.
ask Michelle if she remembers. I constantly have to ask my daughter.
And the one time I wasn't there, I was watching Kinky
Kelly
Boots.
went to a play with my
I was
with my
watching
wife.
Kinky Boots.
Yeah, they went to go see Kinky Boots, and
Worth it. 100% worth it. It
we
was
we had
great.
already eaten plenty of New York style pizza in New York, right?
Joe's.
Joe, no, it wasn't Joe's. It's a little hole in the wall in Greenwich Village. They were playing album music from the '60s. It was like, I mean, like a whole album of like
Way to go,
Jimi Hendrix
Preston.
playing, or the Who, or something in the '60s.
It was
and-
it started with a T.
Detroit style pizza, does it taste like motor oil?
I've not had Detroit style.
I mean, God, it was this thick, right? And you had to eat it with a. There was no picking up eating this
Emmett's.
pizza. It was Emmett's in New York.
It's the one time that my mom and I were like, screw it.
It
We
was
wanna
the
watch one or two
absolute
Broadway shows while we're in
best
New York.
pizza I'd ever put in my mouth.
He does not
To
shut
this
up about
day,
this pizza.
still. If you asked me to go to New York to eat at Emmett's, I would just get on the plane and go with you.
Do you want to go to New York to eat it?
Yes. Hands down, yes.
Can we watch a Broadway? Broadway's closed right now.
And no, I don't know that I've ever had Detroit.
The pizza or the way they slice it?
What is Detroit style? I know this answer, but I can't think of it.
Preston,
Detroit
how
style,
did you
excuse me.
three
Detroit style is where they
balls?
put the sauce on the top, isn't it?
Weirdo.
Yeah, exactly.
The pizza
It's
is a
Detroit.
shape
What do you
of a
expect?
rectangle.
Wasted.
Oh, a rectangle. Who puts the sauce on top?
It's a pancake pizza.
Do you know what a disgrace to humanity is in the pizza world?
What?
Hawaiian.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I hate pineapple on a
Disgusting.
pizza.
I like it.
Yuck.
Get out.
Yeah, you've been demafia-ized.
You go Tommy gun time, baby. Burrs, you did not just say that. Okay, who's banning him? I got
pineapple pizza, I think, is Cassie's favorite. Preston told me the other day. Yeah.
it. I'm sorry, I'm about to have to divorce your girlfriend.
Stop gatekeeping pizza toppings.
Okay, there's an ongoing joke that Preston's girlfriend is my wife. I'm about to have to divorce Preston's girlfriend if she likes pineapple on pizza.
Yep.
See, Pyrite is right in line here.
Yeah. Hawaiian is great.
Hawaiian is great. I think the same people who think that sweet and sour beers aren't beer are the same people who think pineapple can't be on pizza.
No. Sweet and sour is great. Let me tell you, I'm a person who loves
like pineapple on my
chocolate-covered
pizza.
fruit.
I do not like pineapple on my pizza.
Another vote for that's 3-2.
But
with
oh my
pineapple.
God,
Yeah.
George, sour beer is the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Preston, how on planet Earth?
I would
did you
eat
survive
pineapple
that?
pizza
I
all
don't think
day
Dennis was
long
looking, yeah.
before I ate sour beer again.
I can't talk about beer. I don't.
Oh, it didn't matter.
Good
I mean,
say.
it's still impressive.
Dark chocolate, slated caramel. Ooh, salt. Yes, salted.
Ooh. I love salted caramel.
That
So
sounds
much.
great.
Yeah.
I was at a beer tasting. I was at a beer festival about 3 years ago.
I was sitting on my foot.
And they had
it was
some
very
sour
hard to stand
beer?
up for some reason.
Oh no,
Alan,
no.
what are you doing?
No,
Alan,
that is not for me.
Okay, I thought you were about to play my ball for some reason,
Yeah.
and I was like, no.
Thank you.
Okay, I got it.
Maybe there's a sour beer I like, but the one I tasted,
Not good.
no.
I think I had one I like, but I haven't had a large enough experience to remember.
Ugh. That was absolutely the worst beer. Worst almost fluid of any flavor I've ever put in my mouth.
That's saying something.
It is. I've tasted some pretty nasty stuff. Oh my gosh. George, we went to Colorado about, what's Kelly's 18 now? Probably 10 years ago. And I went to every microbrewery I could and got little flight samplers everywhere I went. And oh my God, it was so much fun. I love tasting the beers driving around Colorado. It's got to depend on the sour. It's like the people who tell me, oh, I hate seafood. I'm like, how can you hate all seafood? I understand if you're allergic to it,
Yeah.
but
I don't eat crabs.
okay.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
even crabs can have a different flavor between stone crab and blue crab and Alaskan king crab.
Snow.
Snow crabs, yeah.
But like salmon can taste totally different than flounder, which tastes completely different than bass, which tastes completely different than
Guppies.
yeah, than guppies.
Guppies.
Do people eat
And
bass?
shrimp and then scallops and
Wait, do we do what?
crab. It all tastes different. How can you say I don't like seafood?
Why else would they?
There's got to be something you like and all that.
They catch and release them.
That's stupid. You gotta catch.
I don't make the rules, man.
Okay, burrs. I think lobster is overrated.
But I do love it.
I do enjoy
crawfish.
eating it, but it is not worth the price you have to
Like
pay
lobster?
for it.
No, I'd rather have crawfish than lobster.
I would eat crawfish any day over lobster.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
my
al-
problem
it's
with-
almost crawfish season again.
What about a lobster that? I mean, a crawfish boil that's done. I mean, a lobster boil that's done like crawfish.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to try that.
I would love to have a lobster cooked like a crawfish.
Get out.
You're right, Scott.
My problem with crawfish is, I don't know if it's the seasoning, but my knuckles start killing me. The more I'm peeling those little things like that, and I'm
Yeah.
doing little.
All right.
And-
Never happened to me
Oh.
once. Is this?
It
Not the thing.
hurts. Oh,
Me
after,
either.
Yeah.
after about 15, 20 minutes of eating crawfish, my fingers are killing me.
I can guarantee you,
No,
not the seasoning. Because it doesn't do it to me at all.
It only does it when I eat crawfish.
Got to be the repetitive small motion. Yeah.
I know it might be. Maybe I'm getting arthritis, but nothing. No other repetitive small motions motions
Whenever
do
you
that
want,
to my
Ozzy,
knuckles.
I'd
Weird.
say probably
That's so weird.
February probably be the best time. If you want to come down, I'll definitely.
That's
throw
why I
some
don't.
crawfish
If
in
somebody's
the pot and we
like
can get
crawfish
down for
boil,
sure.
and I'm
Oh,
like,
I'll-
I don't know.
Trust, I'll be there.
What?
If you're doing a crawfish boil and
Oh,
birds
yeah, yeah.
coming down, we're getting
Scott,
some.
we had crawfish etouffee not last week, but I think the week before.
2
here.
weeks ago,
Yeah, 2 weeks ago we had crawfish etouffee. I believe you maybe 2 E's on etouffee.
I haven't eaten boiled crawfish in
Kelly's chair for a
a
minute.
minute. It's been a long time since I've had some good boiled crawfish.
I had some last season.
Well, you know why? Because you usually eat boiled crawfish at a party, and there was no parties last year.
Yeah, I guess that's true. yeah.
All the crawfish parties went poof. Blueberry cobbler, sour wheat ale.
fully
Berliner.
thought that
fired,
I
Kelly.
fully thought she'd got the number of the beast there. Like I saw the
Kelly?
flames in the head, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Thought that Kelly made number of the
I
beast.
thought she did. I don't
She's
know why.
kicking my ass, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
That's not hard to do.
No, it really isn't.
Crawfish etouffee? What are we talking about? I love crawfish
All
etouffee.
right,
Yeah.
y'all all come here. We'll have a crawfish boil.
I freaking
And
love
play
crawfish
pinball.
etouffee.
2021.
But we're not playing pinball till you wipe your hands off.
Oh my god, yes.
2021 crawfish.
No
boil.
crawfish crap on my flipper buttons.
The Mafia boil. It's happening.
Yeah, why not?
Okay,
Make it
only
happen.
if we have etouffee because I freaking love crawfish etouffee.
We can have crawfish etouffee.
We get like special meals on our
Oh,
birthdays.
and I just told Scott we had crawfish etouffee. I was wrong.
Yeah.
It was shrimp and crab meat etouffee.
Oh, we did.
It wasn't
Yeah.
crawfish.
I love etouffee in general. That's how you know we're right next to Louisiana.
Was it really shrimp? I didn't pay. I think
It
It
was
was
shrimp and
shrimp.
crab meat.
All right, I would have swore it was crawfish. Because he sometimes gets them in the bag and they're small. They look like shrimp.
No, I think he used those little popcorn type shrimp.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't care. It was good.
It was delicious.
It
And
was
some
so-
garlic bread. Ooh.
Oh yeah, Houston's far too west to get good crawfish. You
Oh
gotta,
my God, you have-
you gotta come here.
You gotta come here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beaumont through Louisiana.
We
Yeah,
are
you're good.
we are literally like maybe 30 minutes away from Louisiana. Like we get the Cajun good stuff.
Honestly, Houston gets
I know.
trucked
I know.
over. isn't it?
It's fake.
If you like flavor in your food and you don't like Cajun food, something's wrong.
I've never been to Louisiana. That is a smart choice. But but the food is fantastic.
Yeah, the food is fantastic.
Go there for nothing, stay for the food.
Yeah.
That's what you
No,
get.
you go there for New Orleans.
I guess, yeah.
You gotta go to New Orleans. I promise
We
I
only
do.
run a pinball club that includes Louisiana.
Yeah.
But we spell it wrong. Do I need to get the banner down?
Wait, we spelled Louisiana wrong
Oh,
on the banner?
God.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
it's got 2 N's in it.
The first time I spelled Louisiana, I spelled it with 2 N's.
What are you, dyslexic?
And we still use the banner.
Yeah. Well,
that
we
one
paid
good-
for it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I paid money for that banner.
I would do that. Why did you do it?
Let me see if I can get it down.
I printed that thing.
Wait, whoa,
Our
whoa,
friends
whoa.
from Louisiana are like, I think you spelled Louisiana
Actually,
wrong.
I think it's right here.
Oh, wait.
No, it's not.
No, I
Sorry.
fixed it on all the graphic
No,
stuff.
no, no. I thought you were talking about like the Facebook banner.
Those
The
have pins
actual
in there,
banner?
Preston.
What'd you say?
There's pins in there.
There's pinball
Oh,
machines
I
in
thought this was Velcro.
No, it's pins.
there? Was he just about to rip open our green screen?
Okay.
I don't think you can do it without really screwing a lot of shit up.
I think I can. I'm gonna give it a go.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you get to set it up
Trivia
by
might
yourself
not look
then.
very good next week
This
after
is for
Preston's
the
done with this.
viewers.
Yeah, it's for the viewers.
Preston is gonna screw up my green screen.
I am not.
You are currently.
I am not.
Oh
What the hell is
shit.
going on over here?
Chaos.
Preston has crawled under the green screen
Yeah,
in the
that's
6-inch span between it and the wall.
What in the world is
Nothing,
going on
Alan.
back here?
Go play your game.
It's my turn.
Shit.
Reminds me of Travis's IFPA trophy for Oklahoma, which is misspelled. He has it displayed in place of prominence when he films his YouTube broadcast.
didn't know that
is
it was-
that
I didn't
why
know it
he
was
put that
misspelled,
trophy
yeah.
there? Because it's misspelled? That's friggin' funny. I was wondering why he put that trophy up there every
Yeah.
time.
The one right by his computer or whatever?
Yeah. I was wondering, like, should we get all of Preston's trophies and put them up, or what? Did you get the? Did you get?
I failed, but the green screen still looks good.
Yeah, you didn't mess the green screen up.
The charge begins.
All right, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I were to,
He is going hard at it.
You can try it. It just might screw up the tension on the screen.
I'm burning up. Is that hot in here?
Maybe a little warm. Preston is bound and determined to get that sign from behind this green screen.
No.
Might be easier just to go
He
grab
wants,
an old
he,
t-shirt.
he wants to show everybody my incompetence. That I did not put 2 ends. I put 1 in and it needs 2.
No.
no.
You put
Or
two
is this one
in.
By
fixed?
the time you printed the sign, it was correct.
Oh, okay, because I looked at that and it said 1 end. So I thought maybe I was wrong.
It is one in.
It's only one in.
Did it
It's
right.
not Anna like the name Anna. It's
Yeah.
just
Okay, so
Louisiana.
that sign's correct.
There you go, Fozzie. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Well, I thought he was right and the sign was still wrong, and I saw 1 end and my brain immediately like flipped.
No, it was right.
All right, so well,
but the t-shirts are wrong.
How
the
disappointing.
T-shirts are definitely wrong. They
Yes.
are. I don't know if we still have any of the old ones here. We only have
I
new
don't know.
ones now.
If you contact an original member, they might sell it for a big premium.
I'm wearing a new shirt,
limited
so I can't.
edition misprint.
I can't show it to. Oh, I don't even have the GCPC shirt on. This is the Mafia shirt.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah, this is a new one. That's got
Oh, I thought the revive was lit. It was not. Okay, hi, I'm back.
Wow, Kelly, 168, doing
Okay,
awesome.
who am I crushing currently?
Night,
Me.
Scott. Thanks for
Oh,
stopping
well,
by.
that's obvious. But
Scott,
close.
thanks for coming
No one
by. Once
Okay.
again, I know you're probably tired of hearing this. Thanks for the awesome theme song you
Scott,
wrote for us.
yes, please, I'm begging you. I will make you like 3 batches of lemon squares personally. Yes, please.
Yeah, I am P Moncla on Steam. Add me, and I can get in on you and Alan's golf excursion.
Most likely,
I will
I am
be-
D Moncla. If I'm not, look, see, add because I'm going to get one of those in the
And
next.
you can find me on one
soon.
of their accounts, probably.
Although I need to go. I'm going to do what Alan did and change my name. I haven't changed it yet. Alan changed his to Pinball Mafia Alan, which is exactly what I was going to do for me, but obviously put Dennis instead of Alan.
Wait, no,
I
you're
did
not.
that.
Wait, you're not Alan?
Huh? No, I'm not.
I changed mine ages ago.
I feel pretty sure I'm listed as D Moncla. haven't logged into my Steam account in so long.
Oh, since stream almost over.
The last time I logged into it was to download that game Preston was playing.
Yeah.
It was more like a text game.
D-Monkel is not a user on Steam.
Oh, well.
Try King 9.
Is there anything that anyone's like really happy that they got for Christmas this year? I'll start. I got a really cool plate.
A what?
My plate.
Oh, your Shakespeare plate.
I got
Yeah.
a Shakespeare plate. It's
And your
so-
phone. You got a brand new iPhone.
Screw the phone. I got a Shakespeare plate.
A paper shredder.
I also got a printer.
Very good. I got a iWatch. I'm finally in the club.
That's so cool. Yeah, but it's just, I'm gonna talk about my.
Okay, well, I need to go log into my Steam account.
I don't want to know what that means, Scott.
And
I don't think.
I'll just text you, Scott, and once I log in and figure out what my username is and find out what yours is.
Like, yeah, but the Shakespeare plate I got, it's really cool. It's like England, and it's got like the portrait and like a bunch of portraits of like his characters. There's like Othello on there, and then like it's so cool.
None of Preston's friends look likely to be Dennis. They're probably not. A new mic for the PC. That's probably something we need.
Yeah, don't panic, Cliff. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. It's not just you.
Yeah. This game took some time. It's already 10.
Yes.
Well, Alan and I
One game of
decided
Iron Maiden, and we're already through our 40-minute window.
Alan and I decided to show Dad how to play, so you know. Kind of a hobby of ours.
I think I'm definitely going to have the loss for the night tonight.
I mean, one time I received a 9x9 baking tray for Christmas because I asked for it. So, you know, I got some weird stuff that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, so you can make your lemon squares and brownies.
The brownies specifically for
Specifically the
9x9.
brownies.
I think it's a 9x13 for the lemon squares.
Now we're all going to go to Emma's for cookies and brownies.
I wonder if it's been so long since I used Steam if they did something to my account. Because I remember I was going to need to do something on Steam about a month ago, and I tried to log in, and it told me I didn't exist.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
You do have to exist.
So,
That's right. Good rationale.
Okay, so he is real. I mean, I consistently ask for books every single
but
year
I know
for
I bought
Christmas.
I've had a Steam account since Steam came out.
Steam's gay?
No. I think I got Steam back when Half-Life first came out.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
It's about the time I signed up.
I was one of the first people to ever have a Steam account.
Haha, knee slap. I can't even display anywhere different. Oh, I can play? You're gonna let me play?
I was trying to log in with my email.
Wait, actually? I'm sending you lemon squares. I'm sending you lemon squares. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it.
Well, if Kelly makes some lemon squares, I will figure out how to box them and ship them to
I
you.
will send you one.
Serious, at least we can do.
So I don't guess we're doing Powerball.
Yeah, time snuck up on us.
Yeah.
No biggie.
Come on.
All
right, Scott.
Have a good night.
Sky,
I'll,
great. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'll
We appreciate it.
I'll definitely get with you as soon as I get my my VR up and going. We'll get some golf going. Sounds like a lot of fun.
I can't wait to buy one. Looking forward to it. Have a happy New Year, Scott.
You are weak in the air. Is that what he just said? That's a new one.
That's a new line.
Oh
Oh.
no! Lost the ball, have we?
You know what? It's okay. I beat Dad, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
You were beating me after ball one.
Well, that,
All right,
once again,
I'm
that's
now
all that
friends
matters
with
at the end of the
Scott
day.
and Burrs on Steam.
Very good.
Oh,
You
bye,
just said
Scott.
they look through all your friends on Steam, and I don't look like one of them. So
I think you are though. Let me look.
it might help me to know my username so I can log in.
Multi-ball.
How do we know Scott?
You're not one of them.
Um,
We've never been friends on Steam, I guess.
Oh, Scott wrote our theme song that we do for the intro here, and we've met him at
Yeah, we've
At
known actually
tournaments.
Scott now for quite a few years.
many
If
pinball
you,
tournaments.
if you've never heard our intro song, which we've only had for a couple of months now, Scott wrote it.
It sounds like dun 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 dun
Dun, dun, dun,
but then
dun,
repeat
dun,
that a lot,
dun,
and then
dun,
go.
dun. It's really cool.
With machine guns,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
It really is.
He also created my favorite pinball machine.
The best, yeah, one of the best pinball machines ever made.
The best, in my opinion, but it will differ from person to person.
It can. Yep.
Yes, TNA.
TNA is
I don't have my keys right now because my car is getting worked on, but I have a TNA keychain, and then I also have a music cassette tape.
Yeah.
Still your favorite game of all time?
Yes, it will. It's very. I doubt that it's gonna change
It
anytime
was so good for me that on my top 50 list, it made it on twice.
soon. It did.
It did.
So it was really my top 50 with 2 spots for TNA, or no,
top
49 with 2 spots for TNA.
I've got to play it in Replay FX. Played it with Scott. Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, we played it with Scott back when it was a
You did?
Whitewood.
Yeah.
I was not there for
Back
this.
when it was a Whitewood.
Rip Replay FX. Replay.
I.
I was with, oh God, I can't say his name now. Double Danger Pinball.
Double Danger. Just say Double Danger.
I was with Double Danger.
There you go.
And Scott was with him. And Scott and
Robert.
Robert. Yeah, Robert. Robert
Hey,
knew
man.
how much Kelly loved TNA and introduced the two of them, and that's where Kelly got the cassette of the.
He signed it. It was. I love it. It's one of my.
Scott autographed
It's
the
on
cassette.
disc-
of the-
Treasured possession.
It is on display in my room. I can tell you that right now. I listen to it. I enjoy that thing. I was so sad because my car's old, but it's not old
Okay.
enough to have a cassette player in it.
Playing the Whitewood of TNA is where I met
Oh, from the Bare Naked Ladies.
from Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah.
I can't say
Ed.
Robertson.
And he made me a little video message.
Yes, he did.
He came up to and talked to us while we were playing. Yeah, Ed. I'm sorry, I'm having senior moments left and right here.
Do you want me to drive home?
He might.
That's where I was at. Kelly wasn't at that TPF with us.
No, I haven't been yet.
I wanted
I was
to
too-
surprise Kelly. And I gave Ed my phone. I'm like, hey, will you record a video talking to Kelly? Because Kelly was taking guitar lessons and ukulele lessons at the time. And he made the neatest video talking to Kelly and talking about music and pinball.
Which is such a niche thing. But you know, there's a couple of people like us out there.
That's another reason why I love pinball. You can just meet the coolest damn people.
The fact that Goran
And at the
like,
pinball play, when you're there with everybody,
in our
it's all
chat
about
so often,
pinball. Nobody
absolutely.
cares who anybody is. It's neat.
Yeah, no. The fact that Goran is in this chat and we both just found out that we're Broadway people astounds me to this day. Like, what are the odds?
I have a good horseradish cry. Who's with me? That sounds kind of scary.
I do like horseradish.
I missed out on the chance to play pinball with Ed because he had a show and Oh.
It's all right, great ball, Alan.
You know what? And the whole time he came up and was talking to me,
Mine.
he had met Leon and Preston in Chicago at Penn Expo months before that.
Yep.
So we're playing the Whitewood of TNA, and he comes up and he's just talking to us, and I'm talking to him for a good 20, 30 minutes.
He has no
And
clue.
I have no clue who I'm talking to.
And I was like, you know who that was,
What did
right?
Kelly get? Double?
2 something.
211 030 330.
Hey, thank you for the
thanks.
follow.
Sturdy Creek, thank you for the follow. We look forward to seeing you every week.
Here's the scores, Preston.
Thanks, Fozzie. All right, we're going to update our scores real quick.
It's Preston, Alan, Kelly, Leon.
Okay,
That'll do it.
those are the nice scores.
Eddie Dad.
Oh, okay, and then I'll take that for high score, but it doesn't do much for Alan, 17. Oh my God.
Look at that, Alan up there killing it. 17 points.
Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. We love playing pinball and talking to you every week. Let's see, we got links down below. They're super, super fun. If you didn't see last week's stream with a super cool mod that we installed in Twilight Zone, go watch it.
Look at it. Look
And
at
then
it.
after
It's
you're
so cool.
done watching it, the link to that is also down below. It's not sponsored. We like the guy and we like the mod. Works out.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, I
For the record, nothing we ever do is sponsored, except for the
one.
beer stream one time.
I just want you guys to know that if you love pinball,
Oh, yeah.
we love you. And good night, everybody.